California
Yes, I need to
632.
ask you.
Well, can you hear me out for a
ask
second,
you
ma'am?
to stop, please.
June Lopez,
Can you-
can you hear me out for a second?
No.
We're conducting
Our
business.
California
policy-
Penal Code
No. Excuse me,
632C
if you
only
do not leave,
protects
I will call the
conversations
police.
that.
If you do not leave, I will call the police.
So you're
We're
just gonna
conducting
talk over
business.
me. I'm just
I'm
trying
going
to.
Let's go now. Thank you.
Don't
very
touch
much.
me,
Don't
ma'am.
touch.
Do not
That's a
touch me.
battery.
The cameras. What are you doing, man? Back up.
Back up, dude. Back up, dude.
Shout out Angry Vet Audits. I never liked those guys. Or the police. Yo, body cam off so my camera stays on. Crooked ass cops won't like this song. Gotta film the police when they do something wrong. I'ma film the police when they do something wrong.
What's up, everyone? This is Angry Bed Audits, and I'm out here in Los Banos, California at the Merced County Welfare Office with Anthony X. I went there to work on a viewer's request to document all of the no recording signs that cited California Penal Code 632C, which is the eavesdropping law. We all know you can't have a private conversation in a public lobby. The staff definitely didn't know that and tried to kick us out and call the cops on us. An angry man in the lobby fed off of this energy and decided to attack me, forcing me to deploy my pepper spray after I had already been hit once. Mount up and get ready for the ride.
Resident says it's in this building somewhere.
Okay, yeah, so Mr. AX1, he's saying that viewer sent him that picture, and I think it had California Penal Code 632.
5, 1, 2.
So we got the attention, no video recording is not allowed.
I do
Hello.
have to ask you to stop recording for the confidentiality and security of the clients, okay?
Ed, what law is that?
Huh?
What law is that?
It's one of our policies. It also has to do with this law right here.
Now serving.
If you read right here, you can see right here.
So
Article 1.
California
Yes, I need to
632.
ask you.
Well, can you hear me out for a
I need to
second,
ask you
ma'am?
To stop, please.
June Lopez,
Can you-
can you hear me out for a second?
No.
We're conducting
Our
business.
California
policy-
Penal Code
No. Excuse me,
632C
if you
only
do not leave,
protects
I will call the
conversations
police.
that are.
If you do not leave, I will call the police.
So you're
We're
just gonna talk
conducting
over
business.
me. I'm just
I'm
trying
going
to.
Let's go now. Thank you.
Don't
very
touch
much.
me, ma'am. Do not
That's a
touch me.
battery.
Come on.
That's a battery. Not gonna happen.
If you want to
I
call
will
the police,
call
you
the
can.
You can call them. We're not breaking
But
the law.
I'm just trying to inform you that that
I'm
doesn't
trying to
apply.
inform you that our policy is you do not take pictures of our clients.
Well, you're not letting me explain the law to you, ma'am. People are allowed to record right there, right?
Jessica?
Be careful for the door, ma'am. You can hurt yourself.
People in Los Banos, we're not here to do do our best to keep all you guys off.
Yeah, so she was not willing to hear anybody out.
You can't report, just so you know in general. We're not here to get people's confidential information. We already got your name down. We can turn it over.
Now serving.
So for those of you that don't know, 632 is when people are having like a private conversation. You're not supposed to be able to record them or eavesdrop on the conversation. You could see that lady back there is calling the police. She's on the phone back there.
Again, if you're the state entity, it might be CHP.
So yeah, they basically called the Los Banos Police Department. So we're gonna hang around here till the police come. See what they do. See if they do the right thing.
You can ask her if there's a supervisor, if she is one. Are you the supervisor? I'd like to request a supervisor.
Okay, I've already informed the supervisor that you're here. She'll be with you as soon as she can.
Did you actually let her know that we needed help though? Or is she just calling the PD and waiting for PD?
I do not know what she's doing.
Can you do me a favor and maybe possibly do your job and go let her know that a citizen that pays her salary would like to speak with her?
I have already,
Regarding your demeanor, because your demeanor is unacceptable, ma'am.
I have already informed her that you're here.
Why are you under the impression that we can't record?
To not videotape for the private.
Ma'am,
We're not here to record people.
ma'am, you told her that we were here, but you didn't tell her that we wanted to speak with her, ma'am.
Hold someone up and
Can you go get her?
about their case
And the second you're, ma'am,
with you videotaping.
let me just clarify that, what you're saying. If someone comes up to get help, we're gonna back off and we're gonna step away. We're not here to record that information. Just like you have those black screens on your monitors, that's because you're creating that privacy. If there's something that we shouldn't see from the window, it's your job to make sure we can't get that, not mine. But we're not here for that, just to be clear.
So I guess she's not gonna
So
go
she's
get
not
the
going to help us, it
supervisor.
looks like.
Alright. She's very stubborn, as you guys can see and hear. She's just used to bossing the public around and having her way, and regardless if it's lawful or not, it's gonna be her way.
I can't hear anything she said. As far as
She did flip over her name tag, but if you guys want to scroll back, her name, I clearly got her name tag
So, ma'am,
before
can
she
you do me a
flipped it
favor
over.
and please request a supervisor? And I need a complaint form as well, and I might do a public record. So we are here conducting official business.
So Prometheus.
Are you refusing
Big
to do your
Mike
job and help
Roberts.
me? Just for the record, are you refusing to do your job and help me?
Do you have a case with us?
I'm conducting business.
Do you have a-
I'm conducting business. Are you refusing to help me is my question. It's yes or no. If you just say I'm not gonna help you, I'll leave, so that way you don't feel harassed. Are you refusing to help me, yes or no?
Do you have a case? I will help you win your case.
So are you, the service I need is, I need to do a public records, I need to file a complaint, and I would like to speak to a supervisor, which you're not getting from me. That's my business here. It's official.
And I need to file a complaint as well, ma'am, for you grabbing my arm.
That's something they teach you at a young age, not to put your hands on people.
I barely touched your.
Well, you barely touched it. However you want to describe it, I'm gonna write out my complaint.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. If
You
I
shouldn't
put
be
my-
touching the public, ma'am.
I put my
All
hand
right,
on you,
regardless
you
of what
probably
you
wouldn't
think
like it.
you're doing the right thing or not, you shouldn't be touching the public. Okay? It's not in your job description.
Can we get a are you gonna call a supervisor? It's just yes or no. If you're gonna, just say no, I'm not gonna call a supervisor, and I'll stop asking.
I've already spoke to a supervisor.
You spoke to a supervisor, but you didn't let him know we wanted to speak with one. Can you please?
Ma'am, you just said on camera that you told the supervisor we're here. We're telling you that we want to speak with the supervisor
And if
so
you-
we could file our complaints, and he has some records requests that he wants to do as well.
And if you were the supervisor says, hey, we're not gonna help you, we're just gonna wait for the PD, then we'll stop asking. But if you don't answer our question, how do I know? Maybe you have a bad hearing problem, I don't know. Can you help us? It's a simple request, ma'am, just if you can get up, please go ask the supervisor, we would like to speak with them. If he or she chooses not to come out, hey, you done your job then at that point. Other than, touching us, that shouldn't have happened. Are you the supervisor? Ma'am?
June Lopez, can you please get your supervisor?
I'm gonna take that as a no. She does not want to do her job, guys. We'll be going to the city hall. We're gonna speak with the city manager and mayor. We're gonna file a form of complaints with them as well. We're gonna contact their corporate. I'm not sure if it's in Sacramento or wherever it's at. This is a county agency, but we'll find out if they have a corporate.
This is not just gonna go away, ma'am. You're not gonna just flip your name badge around and think this is gonna disappear, right?
Again, I'm gonna put in a last request. Will you please get a supervisor for me, ma'am? You can simply say, yes, I will get a supervisor, or no, I won't get a supervisor.
I do believe I said I have informed the supervisor.
That we're here, but you didn't say we wanted to speak with them.
It is up to her whether or he, we have multiple supervisors, whether they come forward or not.
But did you let them know that we would like to speak with them?
Yeah, we haven't seen you take any action since we requested to speak to a supervisor to let them know
They
that
know
we want
we're
to speak to
here.
a supervisor. We're aware that they know we're here.
And we're aware
But
that
we
one of them
wanna
got on the
speak to
phone
one.
to try to
There's-
violate our rights, but the question is, did you let them know we want to speak with them? It's yes or no, ma'am? So she's not gonna help us, guys. She's there with the duty, she's refusing to do her job.
So there you have it, guys. June, wait for the speaker to go away. June Lopez does want to do her job and go get a supervisor so we could handle stuff that's above her pay grade. She just wants to sit there and be a little snide with her remarks, touch the public, try and move them around at her free will. So we'll wait over here for the cops to come, and then hopefully a supervisor comes out. Usually the supervisors come out when the cops arrive. So we'll speak to the supervisor there and get our paperwork filed. Put in an official complaint.
There's about 24 signs saying.
Hopefully she treats the public that are receiving services here a lot better than two people doing recordings for a story. Gonna let this place settle down a little bit, wait for the cops outside, look for them.
Number one complaint is on the signage.
I'll go back in there. See if I can talk to the supervisor here. I think her name was June Lopez, the one that grabbed a hold of me. Maybe I'll ask someone else if I could talk to the supervisor. Hey June, did supervisor come out yet? Excuse me, ma'am, with the vest. You think you could grab a supervisor for me? Any of you grab a supervisor for me? I guess I'm not gonna get any help here. Yeah. Not sure.
I'll find it. It's finally working.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Ask someone to do a time stamp of when it started.
I'm not sure if this is Rick, no one's responding. Hey, can anybody hear me? Does anybody know what timestamp that was? Cop wants to see the footage over there. Excuse me, man. With the vest. You think you could grab a supervisor for me? Any of you grab a supervisor for me?
You can see AVA is trying to do the right thing and get a supervisor to help de-escalate things and submit our complaint. And someone right around here something's about to happen. No, that's,
Relax, bro.
no, that's,
Relax, bro.
no, that's,
Relax, bro. What happened?
I don't know. I didn't touch it. Did your thing pause or no?
Is that because he hit the camera? Or what?
Sure have. You might have when he hit you, maybe it knocked the camera like a thing. They're gonna have to look at their cameras in there, I think.
Damn it.
Just bear with me.
So when he hit it, he turned off the camera, I guess. So we're definitely going to try and request the cameras. What are you doing, man? Back up.
Back up, dude. Back up, dude. Get your shit off of my thing, dude.
Go back over here.
Sir,
that's
a
You got it? You guys are
that's a
gonna get
charge
lot
right
more.
there, sir. He just smacked my
You're gonna
shit.
get a lot more.
Stop, sir. Stop.
I will.
Stop.
Sir, I'm pressing charges on him for that.
Just bear with me right now. Bear with
Yeah.
me. Just let me collect my statements. I'll let you come in right now, bro. Just let me collect the statements. 'Cause obviously, people are upset right now.
Let's get right here.
Yeah, let's go right there. Just bear with me real quick, bro.
Yeah.
Just bear with me. I need to see what's going on first.
You can see this little punk fucking assaulted him again.
So he just
gonna get you
he
guys.
just broke my thing
Sir,
right
I'm
now.
gonna
It's
get
pretty
you.
good.
Go home and make my black magic conjuring on your asses right now. You guys got more than just what the physical is gonna happen to you boys.
Let's do a cross
Boy.
line. We're gonna.
No. Look it upside down to you.
So now this guy is threatening to curse us.
Heaping heathen, evil against evil.
If he comes at you again, you have to let the spray him again. You have the cops there.
I'll get you. You let me know as it starts happening, dude.
We'll let you know.
Ooh. Curse to you. I think I'm still smiling with your little shit, boys. Take a lot more. Wrong one.
Perfect.
Got you. Hex on you.
Thank you, thank you.
Whoa.
Good thing we got our second one.
Still don't get enough? Then go play with it, huh?
You're not gonna intimidate me out of a recorder.
There's no more intimidation, dude.
Go
It's
ahead.
a done deal with you, dude. Your ass is grass.
That sounds like a threat right there.
Oh, that's a promise.
Promise? That's a crime too.
Yeah, so when they find you guys somewhere, maybe they can come look for me, ask me first.
Maybe.
Okay?
They'll start by looking in the
All
bushes, right?
Okay? Focus. Oh, focus. New toy? Is that your new toy for Christmas?
Yeah. Use it on your mom.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
You can't insult
You're
him, man. He
fucking
doesn't even have a
done,
mom.
dude. Right now,
I know. This
should
guy's
just
a-
beat you up, dude. Yeah.
What was I
It's
thinking?
gonna get you in hell, son.
Okay.
Okay? Macha, ni sabes, güey. Ni sabes. You don't even know.
I'm shaking, bro.
You don't have to
I'm
shake.
fucking
It's
shaking.
Okay. You will when your lungs and when your bowels are in your fucking mouth. When you're hogtied like a little when your weenie is
This guy's kind of
when
kinky,
we get a
huh?
little pigtail and just fucking rip it in you.
That's what you're gonna do?
Don't give it to him, bro.
That's what you're gonna do?
Is that what you're gonna do to you?
All right.
This guy rolls a different way.
Yeah.
We like
definitely
women,
not.
but I guess
Yeah,
he's into some
uh-huh,
kinky
yeah.
shit, guys.
You fuck with the wrong satanic bastard, that's what happened.
The good thing is we got the devil himself watching over us. We already sold our soul, so he's watching over us.
You sold your soul.
So we're good,
Right,
brother.
Okay, so it should be a delicacy.
Yeah, we're good.
So there you saw, guys. This guy had to bring violence into a peaceful situation. Now all these people can't receive services. I had to use pepper spray to defend myself. I think you could see his character, the type of things he's talking about, and
On your way, there, dude.
things he wants to do to me.
They're open, but they might be this guy.
There's no doubt that this guy has violent tendencies, and he's willing to do violence against others who are just peacefully existing and peacefully recording in their environment, working on a story protected by the First Amendment of the Constitution. June Lopez there could have easily gotten us a supervisor. We could have did our complaint, did our FOIA request, and been on our way, but she chose to refuse our request to speak to a supervisor, making us stay here longer. And then you have this guy escalating it to physical violence.
Don't forget the consequences of trying to use your amendment right to those that are far from. Okay? Consequences.
Sir, I'll remind you, no one was recording you until you spoke to me.
One person,
Nope.
then that.
Let me know where you're watching.
No one was even recording you till you spoke to me, sir. I wasn't going up to you on the bench over there and recording you. I was recording up there on the cubicle asking for a supervisor.
And I told ya. And wow, you're on a first name basis with the supervisor? Wow, so you just must be consistent.
Yeah,
Just
this block right
persistent,
here.
consistent, that turns into annoyance, that then turns into, you think that everyone is gonna bow, or, oh, you're not.
On camera again.
Again, on camera.
And assaulted.
What's
And
that?
then think that you're not gonna be accountable.
He's gonna go back to
So
the
what
bush
to
later on, so he's gonna
do?
put some curse on us.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, another curse, no. No, I just had to spoke it, just had to put it in effect one time. Okay? Your thought of just acknowledging
I
it.
guess we're, come supervisor.
Made it
Give me one moment. Just
Alright.
stick to the side real quick. I'll get you guys one moment.
I need to make this appointment for myself, if I didn't come here.
He's making an appointment to get his meds, guys.
My emergency stamps, make my phone call.
So, right here it says weapons and firearms prohibited.
Ain't that your amendment right weapon? Ain't that your weapon? Ain't that a weapon? Ain't that what you're using?
I'm just going to take a quick pause here, guys, to read California Penal Code 171B that says you can't bring or possess weapons in a state or local public building or meetings that are open to the public. And if you do, you're, guilty of a public offense. Taking a look specifically at number 4, which says any unauthorized tear gas weapon. Now we're going to take a look at California Penal Code 22810, which says, notwithstanding any other provision of law, any person may purchase, possess, or use tear gas or any tear gas weapon for the projection or release of tear gas if the tear gas or tear gas weapon is used solely for self-defense purposes. And then it gives a bunch of following requirements, which I may meet all these requirements, meaning that the tear gas I was carrying was an authorized tear gas, since it was solely for defensive purposes. Lastly, I'm going to show you Assembly Bill 830, which made an amendment to Penal Code 171B, and they changed the law basically to read no tear gas weapons to no unauthorized tear gas weapons. And if the tear gas weapon is not for self-defense purposes or classified as such, you would require a special permit from the Department of Justice to be able to carry that into a public building. I just want to note that the pepper spray I was carrying did meet all the requirements of Penal Code 22810, making it legal for me to carry inside of the government building.
Trying to yield? Huh?
Yeah. What's that?
Hey, all right then. Mental, this is my fucking weapon.
Okay. So I'm just gonna step away from this guy. He's already belligerent. Let him cool down a little.
Alright, can you tell me what happened?
Yeah. So I was up there asking for a supervisor so I could put it. Yeah. So I could put in a complaint on one of the employees that grabbed my arm. I was trying to, push us out the door or try to lead us to the door. And they all ignored me and started walking back. And then I was walking back out towards the exit. And the guy, for some reason, yelled at me. I think he said, "Don't be recording." And I kind of looked at him and he got up out of the seat, started coming over. It was that guy right there with the hat. And then he was real aggressive. I was worried he was gonna start punching me or hitting me, and sure enough, he smacked my phone really hard, and my hand included, like smacked my hand and knocked it down to the ground. I guess that's why when you tried to watch the live, it wasn't working. I picked up my phone, and I was holding like this. It wasn't even recording, and he's all, "Don't record." I guess he thought I was still recording or whatever, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I would have been recording if he hadn't turned it off when he smacked it, and he kept coming at me again, so I, sprayed the pepper spray because he was really close, probably about an arm's length away, coming real aggressive. And
In terms of the pepper spray, you can't use pepper spray in a government building. I know it's in self-defense,
Yeah.
but you can, for obvious reasons, now they can't help those clients. So in terms of, you have the right to use essentially pepper spray on your self-defense.
Yeah.
When it comes to a government building, you're not even supposed to go inside government buildings with
This
pepper
is like
spray.
California is a standard ground state. You can defend yourself.
There is, but there's also different stipulations.
As long as he doesn't do it with intent to try to get...
I mean, he had already hit me at that point.
Yeah, so-
What if he would have hit him and swung, and as he swung, he missed, and that camera knocked and hit someone in the head? You could say, well, he shouldn't
But
be doing
we
that.
can't work in coulda, shoulda, woulda either.
Well, then, like you said, you can't say, well, he shouldn't have used pepper spray, because he can use it.
Well, I'll take a look right now, see if, okay? Can I get your name, please?
Before, you gonna file a complaint on him?
Yeah, you want to file a complaint, don't you?
Yeah.
And maybe press charges for that
Yeah.
second
And-
attack. And I'm curious, you saw in front of you, you saw him hit him a second time on his phone, knock the phone out while you were in there. So I know
I still have to
sometimes
collect the
crime
statement.
fast-
I'm not placing him under arrest because I won't be able to collect the
No, I'm
statement.
just saying, but you personally witnessed the crime, so are you gonna?
Right?
Yeah.
And so by you doing that, he was saying he's attacked you. He hit your phone first, right?
Yeah.
So are you looking to pursue charges for that?
I mean, I don't want to be held liable if he tries to
You are
sue
gonna be
me.
held liable, yeah.
Huh?
You are gonna be held liable for that one, yeah.
So I would have to. But I mean, as far as the one that you witnessed,
Yeah, I know, but nonetheless, there is pepper spray sprayed inside the building, right? So you
Yeah.
use it in self-defense, right?
yeah.
So therefore, are you looking to pursue charges of that as well?
So if I don't pursue the charges, does that have negative consequences for me?
It's not up to me; it's up to the courts.
I mean,
Well, based on what you saw, though, do you have to file a report and then press charges for him assaulting him?
Well, it'll be a
Since you
misdemeanor
witnessed it.
assault. It'll just be a citable offense.
I think you should be arrested, but that's up to those guys.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna press charges on both then. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get
Both
you
as
6
well.
months arrest from it, but okay.
And I want you to file one for the one that you witnessed.
Because he was stalking. I came to right here because I was coming to the right here at the office. And then he came right here and I said, turn away the camera. No. You saw it? He showed you. You know. So I was right there and I told him, dude, turn your camera away. And then huh? Shoot in my face. Washed it off, yes. I'm stronger than the average. I'm stronger than the average. Yeah. For felony assault. This was the young lady that was freaked out. No, she had to leave because he came up in her fucking close to her. Edward Herrera.
Just so you can see.
So
Just bear with me. I'm just collecting the statement. That's all. Just bear with me. Just let me collect the statement.
Take your time, take your time.
yeah.
He's got body cam on, but somehow he's not.
So we're doing that. Let's try and speak to a supervisor. File a complaint here. Ma'am, can I speak to a supervisor? So you can see all these people. One of them's probably a supervisor.
Ticket C214, please ticket 0214, llama a la extensión 3514.
Yeah.
See that? So you are in violation.
That's
Is there a penal
that's
code or is that
different.
just a rule?
No, you cannot have that in county. You see how it says it's a disclaimer, human services.
No, but there's like they have a disclaimer about like no recording.
I mean, you can record, but
So you acknowledge I can record, just to be
Well,
clear.
it's pepper spray. It's pepper spray. There's no way around it. You cannot have that inside the building. There's no if or what's about it.
Where does now? What's the penal code? Do they have one? Or?
Let me call my supervisor.
It seems like it might be a precedent. I know the no smoking way.
Yeah, but you say you looked at the sign, which the sign
I
specific.
didn't look at it.
You guys both
I'm
said
not
that.
carrying anything.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know. Because he did.
You guys said that you saw it.
No,
That's
he
what
did.
I'm-
He looked at it.
Okay, but you said you saw it, right? You said it
Well-
didn't specify anything in terms of tear.
I didn't
gas,
see
right?
pepper spray. That's what I said.
When I came in, I just looked at the sign about the recording to make sure.
Back. Look at you.
Yeah. So Basically, this guy is still investigating me, I guess. Well, this guy who attacked me is still walking around. He even attacked me right in front of the cop.
Why not, huh? Let me send you out into the public. Let me send you guys out to all the killers.
So, this guy
On the
said he's
street.
sending out to the killers.
Let me send you guys to the street. Let me see. Video.
Sir, you're causing a disturbance.
Video. Urban Street. Video. Check out this guy. Take a good look at him. Check out this guy too. Requesting green lights.
Green lights on this guy.
Green light. Green light.
Green light.
Green
Green
light.
Green
Tú
light.
sabes.
He doesn't even have the authority to do it. Green light. He's
control the
nobody.
thing.
You gotta be a shot caller, bro. You're not a shot caller.
We can request it, son. Change
You're
it
not a
up.
shot caller, bro. Go back
Oh my
inside.
goodness, either way, you're down. So you must know the game. Okay, so now this gentleman, can you tell me your name, please?
Guy with the camera.
Smile. Tell me your
What's
name.
your
please.
name?
How about your name?
This is Lock with glasses.
Let me see your name.
Got that.
Oh, either way, we got a visual.
Okay, guys. So let me talk to you guys. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So there was an on-view assault. I observed it. I'm just in charge for it, right? I have an independent witness. Has nothing to do with either one of you guys. Who advised that he approached you. However, he never touched you. But due to his approaching you pulled out the mason spray. It's independent witness. That's all I can go off of.
Did you check their cameras?
They don't have the cameras. I already asked. They don't have cameras. They don't have cameras towards it. That's what I was advised. I don't know. That I asked. Okay. So given that, obviously you're in violation.
Real quick, if I can interrupt real quickly. So even if you feel like if someone's approaching in an aggressive manner,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
because you have a right to defend yourself.
No.
Yeah, you do. Like if I approach running at you, you don't have to wait till I touch you physically. You can look up that law. I guarantee it.
So that's different than what you're doing. Obviously, some people don't like being recorded. Some people don't know that you can record freely.
But if he's getting within arm's reach where he could hit you,
Either way, like
aggressively,
even it happens to me
So
all
let me
the
ask you
time.
this: if I put my camera inches from your face, am I allowed to do that, or are you going to arrest me?
I'm not gonna arrest you.
I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm a nice
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, but I mean, if someone's coming up yelling at you aggressively,
If they're yelling at me aggressively all the time, on or off the
and then
You're held to higher
smack,
standards. You
hit,
got policy by
either
your
way,
job.
either way, prior to me being a law enforcement officer, it's happened to me. People come
but
aggressive,
threatening words as well.
it doesn't matter.
So you're saying
and-
if you were out walking,
But this is what matters. He hit me
Okay. And obviously
You
you
saw
maced
it.
them. So again,
after he hit me.
there's going to be a violation for that. What's going to happen is I'm going to document it. I'm going to send the complaint. The DA is essentially going to figure out which route's going to go.
And I can give you my email, or if you have an email, I can send you a clip of the part where that second assault. I didn't see what happened the first time, but I got it on camera that second.
I got the second one. I got the video camera recording. Okay.
I wasn't sure if you were facing that direction.
So I observed it. It's an on-view assault.
Okay.
I observed it. There's gonna be a charge for that. Okay. But either way, in terms of what I have, again, I have an independent witness. It has nothing to do with you or him. It's just independent witness.
Bias.
Who's the was it a staff member or
No,
something?
it's not a staff member. Okay. So I have an independent witness that observed it, and that's what I'm going on.
If I was behind it, I probably couldn't see maybe what happened exactly. Like for example, if I'm behind you like this, I can't see what's happening in front of you.
Either way, I'm going off of what I was told. Okay.
Well, you have a witness right here, right in front of you. This gentleman right here
Yeah.
that actually says that he witnessed and felt the attack.
Okay, so yeah, nonetheless, it'll be documented. It's going to be documented his end as well. Again, I'm going to send it to the DA. I'm not saying that charges are going to be filed. However, it's going to be up to the DA to file. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions for me?
So what's happening with that gentleman
mean,
right now at this point?
He's the same thing. There's going to be charges filed. I'm going to send in for a complaint. You guys are going to be added to the call.
Is he gonna get arrested though? Or?
No, because otherwise I'll have to arrest him too.
Is his charges going to be considered like a arrest and a release, or just no arrest at all?
And I believe I got this little mark from when you
I'll take
scratched me.
pictures. I'll take pictures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get that real quick.
I'll take pictures. But as of what I have right now, I'll
That's
send
from
the
where the guy
complaint.
hit him, guys.
The DA is going to be the one in charge of filing charges.
Can you get your body cam on that real quick, just in
I'm going
case?
to take pictures. I have a phone. Okay.
Yeah.
Where he smacked him.
Do you have any damage to the phone at all?
I mean, this thing is kind of chonky now.
Okay.
It's supposed to be straight and sturdy.
Looks like he damaged the whatever you call it, the stick, the boomstick.
Okay. And then
Oh, wait.
I'm going to get some gloves, and then I'm going to collect the mace.
I think is that a cracker? I can't see.
What do you see it there?
Right there. It is
No, it might
cracked.
be. It looks like it might be. Yeah, it looks like he damaged his phone too.
Let me get my
So real quick, so in California, like, let's say he has a phone that's worth more than $1,000. I mean, it's not stealing it. I know, like, so it's not a felony, but it's damaging property that's worth more than $1,000.
It'll be documented. Everything will be documented.
I'm just curious. I don't have something new to do.
No, I get you. It'll be documented.
It's M-A-R-R-E.
My first name's Manuel.
Manuel. Okay.
Do you have a business card I can
Yeah,
get?
I'll see if I have any more.
When you're all done,
I'll give you all my information on there, okay? One minute. Please go get gloves. You got the pepper spray on you?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to go get some gloves so I can collect it, okay?
All right. So, I guess I'm gonna hand in this pepper spray for evidence, I guess. Right now. Yeah.
Have that light back, you guys. Let's get it back up to 150.
Okay, so I'm gonna collect it for evidence, okay, man?
All right.
Well, does he have a choice?
No. At least I'm advising him.
Okay.
I don't have any cards, but you've got
The
the
guy
pepper.
attacked him in front of the cop, right?
And also, this guy did crack my screen as well when it fell. I don't know if it was the first time or second time. It's small. It's barely see.
Okay? Just go talk to him, okay?
Alright.
And then, yeah, the pepper spray, guys. And then even in front of the cop. Some departments are great about transparency, some aren't. That's the supervisor right over there who started everything. She's the fire starter. If she would have been a little more cordial and respectful, probably the whole thing could have been prevented.
Yeah, Anthony's talking about that lady. She's not actually the supervisor, but she refused to get the supervisor. And myself. You could hear him talking later that he wanted to do all kinds of violent stuff to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you collecting personal info?
No, can I talk to you guys? Yeah, can I talk to you guys?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's nothing against you guys. It's fine.
I don't know.
The only thing that I ask is just, and this is just me asking that as a person, as Manuel, not as a police officer, nothing like that.
I heard that,
Just
brother.
Manuel. So what happens is a lot of the people here come for help. Okay, you guys gotta understand that. They come here for help. They don't come here to instigate stuff or anything like that. Right? So you guys gotta understand too. Recording them and going around, I saw there's nothing against it, but the thing is some of these people are already down. You guys just kicking them off.
Now, real quick, and
And that's what it comes down to.
No, I hear what you're saying, but let me
Manuel,
say something.
I was not even recording any of these
I
people.
saw that you guys are going in. Obviously, some people don't feel
If you
comfortable.
look at our sir, she's the one that, originally I asked her for a
Document that.
supervisor to help hopefully de-escalate people. Then
And that's what I was supposed to do. right?
she refused to give me a supervisor, and instead she was kept on not yelling, but in a very loud voice, like, "Oh, you can't record, you can't record." And because of that, she's the one that riled up people.
Right.
If she would have been calm, not a guarantee, but most likely everyone else would have been calm.
I get you. And
Yeah.
I'm
But it
not.
sounds like you're trying to blame us.
I'm not blaming you guys. I'm not blaming you guys.
Like, you have a camera on, but I don't feel intimidated.
Yeah.
I'm not-
I mean, let me tell you my perspective, Manuel. Like, the employee should have said, okay, we'll get you those. Well, first off, she should have been educated about recording and know that the eavesdropping law doesn't apply there. And then secondly, she shouldn't have been touching us. And then when we went
She
to
put her
when we
hands on
went,
us,
excuse me,
yeah.
man, when we went to go file the FOIA request and wanted to put in a complaint, she should have got the supervisor. And instead of making us ask there, she should have respected the people in there and wanted to let us conduct our business so we could get in and out.
I get you, man. I get you. And again, I'm not accusing you guys of anything, all right? I'm not saying anything you guys did wrong or wrong. The only thing I'm asking you is that this is just as a personal level. If you're gonna record, just try to focus on that.
We did our, I'm telling
Okay.
you, if you watch my video when it comes out later on, you're gonna see.
I don't have
I'm
this
just
stuff,
saying,
man. When you come by, I'll take a look at it.
90% of my interactions here, and just so you know, I'm here because a member of the public asked me to come here because they got.
Oh, you don't gotta explain to
concerns.
them, man.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
But one thing though is like I never go around sticking cameras in people's faces. My goal is to get an organic reaction that they
Just
respect my rights.
Yeah, I get you.
And when I come to these type of places, it's not to give, how you say, people getting services a hard time. I'm not trying to get confidential information. I'm just here. It's an exercise of rights. It's that simple. And if they respect my rights, we're in and out probably 5 or 10 minutes. I asked her I wanted to file a complaint. I asked for a supervisor, and I wanted to do public records. She refused to help me. She came out. She put her hands on us, on my shoulder, and on him as well. So I'm wondering, my question to you now at this point is, moving forward, just like, and it's friendly advice, just like you're giving us some friendly advice,
Yeah.
I'm going to take it to heart,
Yeah.
If you could go in there and speak with the lady that was up front, she's not a supervisor, I'll show you which one it is though.
I'll go see if I can
Well,
supervise.
no, but the other lady that actually put her hands on me, now if you could tell her, hey, in the future,
June Lopez.
maybe
is
not
her name.
June Lopez,
Yeah.
ask for June Lopez, hey, in the future, if a member comes in that something they're gonna like, word of advice, friendly advice, I don't know what your policy is, but hey, maybe grab a supervisor, but don't come out and put your hands on. That's a simple battery in a sense.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know? So maybe you could mention, I'm not going to press charges.
No, no,
No, she didn't push us or anything. It was just
Yeah.
like the way
Like
she
a
was
little
doing it.
bit. Okay. So I'll go see if I supervisor can.
I have a bad back. I have a sciatic nerve issue. If she would have hit me in the wrong angle, I could have injured myself.
I get you.
in there. So
No problem.
maybe let her know, like, hey, don't put your hands on people.
Yeah. So I'll go see if anybody.
And I would like to speak with a supervisor still, because I need to file a complaint. So if you can get one out here, I'd really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely. No worries.
I think he's trying to justify everything here, guys.
Can you see it right there?
You're gonna see if the supervisor can talk. Okay. I'll see them
And that lady right there, talking to that gentleman, that was the one that put her hands on us. If you could just maybe she'll listen to you a little more. But I understand you were concerned, but maybe next time just grab a supervisor and don't put your hands on people. However you want to word it.
I'll talk to us. Let me just see if anybody can
If she
talk.
wanted to gaslight the whole thing, this probably would have been prevented. I'm guessing they don't have, like you guys, they probably don't have the escalation process. I don't hold grudges. I don't like what that guy was doing, the guy in the red. But I honestly, even though he was threatening us, he was on taking our video saying, oh, he's green lighting everyone, like he's a shot caller when he's not. And but I don't hold any grudges. I wish no harm to him.
And again, you don't know. I don't know the situation that would happen.
But again, that's the lady though. If you could just mention to her, we'd really appreciate it. And again, maybe clarify the code, the statute, the 602 statute. Or, no, sorry, it's not statute. The penal code, the PC. That's on. They have all these posters. You can see
632.
everywhere. Sorry, 632. Sorry, 632 A, I believe, and it might be 632 B. I can't remember. But they have all these signs there. That's referring to like how do you say eavesdropping and stuff. It's not that you just can't record. Like if I were to go over and put my camera over the partition, and then I was going to say like I'm trying to get their information, that might be a form of I'm hiding this.
I get you.
That might be eavesdropping potentially, on there. And even though the onus falls on them to protect that information, I would still be breaking that penal code. On
Well, it also says that the people involved in the conversation have to have reasonable reason to think that they're having a private conversation,
like to
which,
have a word.
this is a public lobby. You really can't have a private conversation in a public lobby.
Exactly. They couldn't have said it better. I don't want her to feel like bad guy that's going to give them resistance, but she needs to know that she works for the people. We can record. If the supervisor comes in, I'm going to ask them if they reword these signs or take them down. But this is ridiculous. This all could have been prevented if she would have been a little more nice. And who knows, maybe the guy still would have freaked out. But you know what? I guarantee it, he probably wouldn't have. Most likely, the guy was bad. And I'm thinking he can just go around attacking people.
So they advise us right now. They're going to close business.
Oh, are they?
They're going
Okay.
to they're going to keep the doors open,
Okay.
and they're going to stop
They're
people from
closing
coming
down?
in. Right now. Yeah, they're going to close down, air it out. They're having issues with breathing. They don't want risk someone getting sick from it.
That makes sense.
So unfortunately, there's no one's going to be able to talk to right now. Would it be okay for?
Is it possible? I mean, I can come back, but is it possible, since they're still going to be on the clock, and they're closing down here, could you have one of the supervisors come out and speak with me? Just ask. If they say no, they say no, but just ask. And we can come back and do the actual official request, but I would like to just have a order.
No, I get you. I get you.
We're closing down. I don't smell anything, guys. I'm very, you guys see my nose, man, it's pretty good. I can't smell anything at this point.
So that's pretty interesting what the cop said. The cop said that there was a independent witness who saw the situation. The independent witness said that I just pulled out my spray and sprayed this guy for no reason, basically. It's pretty much a shame the camera got knocked down and turned off. So as far as the first attack goes, he's going to send it up to the DA and let the DA make a decision on that if anything happens.
That's her right there, that's her. Right behind you, right there.
But he did witness the guy the second time when he came up and hit me again.
You should probably put a sign that says closed and let people know. So by them not coming out, just so you know, Judy, we're gonna have to come back a second time. And we're gonna file a complaint on you. If you're willing to apologize, ma'am, for your behavior, I won't file a complaint. It's up to you. The ball's in your court. What you do with it is up to you. I'm not gonna harass her, guys. She's not talking to me. That's her choice. I can't force her. I asked.
But was the supervisor coming out or yeah? Oh.
Hello. Hi. One of
Hi.
you supervisors?
Both of
Or-
us are.
supervisors.
Oh, okay.
Let me start by, I don't know if you shake, but I'll do this real quick. I don't know if you're in a good mood. I
guys
appreciate you
good,
guys
Mike?
finally coming out. I wanted to just address a couple of concerns real quick. So,
Kid, do you mind if we
Yeah.
do it over here? That would
Yeah.
be
well,
free.
they said they were closed. They said you guys were closed now.
So either way, I want to make sure the air's
Gotcha,
out.
gotcha.
And,
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. So we came in here peacefully recording, number one, working on a story protected under the Constitution. Number two, I tried to speak with, I think it was Judy in there. I requested a supervisor multiple times to hopefully try to de-escalate things because she came out a little bit aggressive. She put her hands on me, on him as well. We have it recorded. You can't do that. That's a simple battery. I get it, you know, she might have it's just an honest mistake maybe. She wasn't shoving us, but it was still putting her hand and kind of like trying to get us to move. You can't do that. Like if I put my hand on you and try like, hey, let's go over here and talk, probably wouldn't like it. Number two, my concern is I don't know if they had any de-escalation courses, but I'd really like to see them get some training in that. If they're not, maybe bring it up at the next meeting that you guys have, that de-escalation. My other concern is when a member of the public requests a supervisor, if they could please just, I asked for very nice, I said please a bunch of times, just go get that supervisor. Now, if you guys aren't able to come out, we understand, maybe you have something else going on, but she did her job by at least asking. But just simply ignoring us is unacceptable. And number two, the signs that you have all over the place for the 632 laws, the 632A. So just to clarify on those things, saying that you can't record is a violation not only of our First Amendment, but if somebody wants to come in and document, like me, I had a work injury. It's hard for me to remember, so sometimes I do like to record stuff like when I'm going out getting public services for my own record. But the bottom line is 632, just so you know, is regarding eavesdropping laws. It's not regarding that you just can't record in general or in public. As long as I'm not sticking the camera, like how do you say, over the countertop, the partition, I'm not trying to get stuff off the screen. Or let's say someone's at the front counter getting.
Yeah, and as far as the other concerns I have with the employee not getting the supervisor, stuff like that, I think it's just a trickle down from the first step. If they're trained to recognize that a person does have the right to come in and maybe request some public records or file a complaint against an employee or request a supervisor and record it, they're going to be a lot more willing to help, and that's just going to smooth over the process and not cause conflict.
I do want to apologize specifically for the delay. It took, this is something that I'm not sure if we've
We've been
been
here for over an
experienced
hour
this
trying to
before.
request a supervisor.
Right, and then what happened, unfortunately.
And the thing is, it's kind of like, she started the fire. If she would have remained calm and cordial and respectful from the get-go, this whole thing possibly, no guarantee that if that guy was, having a bad day, it could have still happened.
Right.
She's not responsible for his action, only he is. At the same time, though, if he would have seen like, oh, nothing going on here, they're just recording shit, the staff is okay with it, they're okay with it, they probably would have been okay with it. You know, so this whole thing probably could have been, not guaranteed, but could have possibly been prevented. You know, on there. So it's definitely something. And you guys have a policy, out of curiosity, off the top of your head, that says if you see someone with a camera coming in, are you supposed to interact and get physical?
No.
You know, the way I put it, a good analogy is like, you know, the staff is kind of the thermostat, right? You know, if you set that temperature, you know, to a nice, cool setting, everybody's gonna be cool. You start, you know, acting, you know, you can't record, grabbing on the public, it's turning up the heat a little. It's gonna make everybody hot, you know?
Absolutely.
So-
I want to thank you guys for your patience. I do apologize we didn't get to you sooner.
And the main thing, like I said, having her put her hands on us too, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah, and we'll take this information back.
And
Most
question,
definitely.
and I do have a couple more questions real quick. So the officer said you guys don't have cameras just in the lobby, recording the lobby in general?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And I see a camera up there for the door, but you not have, like, in case something else happens, like you guys don't have
So-
any way to document?
As far as what's recording, where, what
Like just in the general lobby, like the seating area.
That's not our level, that's not our level.
Gotcha. But I mean, you haven't seen any cameras, like, you know, there are monitors anywhere recording that?
It looks like there's a camera right
Yeah,
there.
that's just for the door. Though. My concern is, you know, like, no, there was
No, it's
tap
actually
here,
pointing that way.
and it would have been nice to have for transparency purposes, you know, an objective witness, which would have been the camera that would have been up in the sky watching everything from all angles.
Right.
Just would have been, you know, maybe a recommendation, since you do get a lot of people coming in here with, you know, maybe they're not happy with their current lifestyle.
Yeah.
It might be an idea to have a camera in there, you know,
Sure.
on there.
I can inquire about that as well.
And my last thing before I leave, I don't know about him, but if you each have business cards by any chance?
I do not.
Do you have a business card? If you guys have a piece of paper just where you can print your name and initials.
So there actually is a camera right there,
And if you have a card,
pointing out in that area.
I can give you my name.
then we'll be on our way.
My name is Renee.
Do you write, I don't want to do it. You can just write it down on a piece of paper, just so it's official. On both your names, just your, no, I'm not asking where you live or your social, just your name and title, basically.
Alright.
On there.
So
And the contact for them or send location if you have it.
The address?
You can probably Google that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I get the right one. Just,
Yeah.
you can get the phone number and address, that'd be great.
We'll be back shortly.
Alright.
And I like your tie, by the way.
Thank you.
So she said her name was Renee Head.
Yeah,
The guy didn't want to give his name.
he's gonna get right there.
Oh, okay.
You can tell.
Look, there's actually a camera right there looking out that way.
That's what I thought. That's what I was saying.
So maybe that has the footage of
Where do you see the other camera?
I didn't see another one. But I mean, I imagine there should be another one, right?
So, ma'am, would you like to apologize for your behavior and don't have to file an official complaint over in your corporate in Merced? I'm willing to squash it, ma'am. I don't hold grudges. It was just an honest mistake. If you're willing to apologize, I'll leave it at that. But it's up to you, ma'am. I'm a nice guy. I don't mean you any harm. Okay, so I can't force her, guys. I tried. You guys are watching.
So for those of you that just came in late, this is June Lopez. She started off coming from behind that desk back there and telling us we couldn't record. Started kind of, you know, touching my arm to try and lead me out of the door. Did the same to Anthony X over here, and then she went back and had someone call the cops. Cops were called. At the same time, we were trying to, you know, request to speak to a supervisor. She just kept ignoring, and just basically, I think she's just poorly trained. I think she might be able to do a better job if she had a little better training or understanding of the laws. But who knows? Maybe she just, that's the way she is. Started. Oh, thank you.
So we're not sure when they're going to be open. We're waiting for facilities to clear out and give us the all clear. But we haven't been instructed on when we're going to be open. I apologize for
You can
the
call your worker.
No, I just need a proof of my case that I'm on CalFresh and
So
Fellowship.
here are our names and the main number. And the address to the main campus for the HSA is right there in Merced.
Can I just get a shot of your name tag there real quick? Just make sure I get that. And let me see on her. What was her last name? What you said?
She didn't say.
I thought she said it when she was. Just so I can do some public records. Can you put her last name on?
Was that the main office right here?
I don't feel comfortable doing
Or
that.
you could ask her to do it.
You can.
It's public record though.
Okay.
Does she have her name badge?
There you go.
Thanks. Let's wait, let her get her help that she's getting there first.
What was her first name again? Amber?
We need
They want your last
Or just your badge real quick, just wanna make sure I get it right.
I think it was head. Right?
There, I'm just hiding there somewhere.
I have it somewhere. P-E-T-T-I-T.
Can I just get a shot of it real quick?
Why do you need a shot?
It's for my records, for part of my story, make sure I get the name right and everything. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any.
Day.
Oh, there we go. I say, unless there's anything confidential on there, like a barcode or something.
No.
Why are
Thank
government
you.
workers, guys, so scared about giving us their names? Mind-boggling.
Did you guys need any help?
Very good, I appreciate it at this point.
Applying for benefits or anything?
No, I'm finished with my business here for now.
Thank you guys.
I may contact Merced regarding the treatment of your employee putting her hands on me to file a complaint. However, if you can guarantee to me that you'll verbally counsel her or write it, however you want to do it, however you feel fit, since she's your staff member, that you'll let her know that this can't happen again, then I'm comfortable leaving it at that.
I don't have a problem having that conversation whatsoever.
Okay, appreciate it.
Most definitely.
I don't want her to get in trouble, man. It's the holiday season, man. I want her to go home to her family and pay bills and stuff.
And I thank you for your positive attitude and addressing this as well.
Yeah. And just, I asked her a couple times, I didn't want to be like in a harassment way, but I asked her a couple times nicely, and she's willing to apologize, and leave it at that. She didn't want to speak to me, I can't force her, I'm not going to try to force her, but I did offer her, just so you know.
Okay. Understood.
You have a blessed day.
You as well. Take care, guys.
Have a good day. So, I'm gonna see if I can request that camera right there. It looks like it might have caught the incident. The cop, Los Banos police officer, said that there was no camera footage. So I'll put in a public records request to see if there's any other cameras. Looks like an employee back there. Any other cameras in the lobby area, and then I'll obviously there's one for the front door, but I'll put in a request, see if there's any other ones in the lobby that would have recorded the incident, and see if they'll get them back to me. There you have it, folks, and thanks for watching. June Lopez was definitely a fire starter in this situation. She took the role of law enforcement, trying to enforce a law that didn't apply to the situation. She wasn't willing to hear me out and quickly escalated to grabbing my arm to try and remove me from the building. June and several other staff refused our numerous requests to get us a supervisor to speak to. Then a violent Edward Herrera fed off of this energy and attacked me for recording. When the LBPD officer Ariella arrived, it seemed he was more interested in building a case against me than handling the battery that took place in front of his eyes. This office was a definite fail. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. This is AVA, out.